So let's go over the Elemental Resonance. So it says, when you have a full party, you will receive Elemental Resonance effects that correspond to the elemental types present in the party. I'm assuming you need to have a party of 4 to even benefit from any of these. I wonder if you can just have 2 electric users in the party and that's it, and you'll benefit. You could test it. But let's go over the effects, right? High voltage, when you have 2 electric users in the party, you're affected by Hydro for 40% less time. That's basically the debuff that you get from Hydro mobs that have that Hydro aura around them, the blue circle. And what that Hydro debuff does to your character is make it so your skill cooldowns are increased. So if you normally use someone's ability and their skill cooldown is only like 5 seconds and you're able to spam it quite frequently, that's 5 seconds. Cooldown could turn into like 15 seconds or 20 seconds or something like that. So you'll be affected by the Hydro debuff, 40% less time. Superconduct Overload, Electro Charge have a 100% chance to regenerate an Electro Elemental Particle. Cooldown on that is 5 seconds though, so it can only occur once every 5 seconds. 2 fire characters in the party. Fervent Flames, affected by Cryo for 40% less time. Which Cryo, the Cryo debuff is you lose stamina. Your stamina consumption is increased. So charge attacking, sprinting, stuff that consumes stamina is increased. So more likely when you're going up against a cryo enemy that has the cryo aura, the cryo circle around them, you'll be running out of stamina. You'll probably not have any stamina, and you'll see in the bottom of your screen the debuff. And then it also increases attack by 25%. Which I assume this is applied for every character, for the entire party. 2 Hydro characters, Soothing Water. You're affected by Pyro 40% less time, so any Pyro enemies that have the Pyro aura on them, which basically means like the burning over time, you take damage over time. And it increases incoming healing by 30%. 2 Wind users, 2 Anemo, Impetuous Winds. Decreases stamina consumption by 15%, increases movement speed by 10%, and shorten skill cooldown by 5%. Pretty straightforward. You have 2 Cryo users, Shattering Ice, affected by Electro for 40% less time, and the Electro debuff is your ultimate. Your energy is being reduced, I think, over time. So if you're going up against an Electro user and they have the Electro circle around them, like an Electro slime, your ultimate, if you'll just sit there and notice, it'll slowly go down. They're draining your energy. They're draining your energy. So whenever you have your ultimate popped, you probably want to use it immediately, because sometimes if you have your ultimate and you're just trying to wait for the right moment, you might miss that opportunity because your ultimate goes away. Your energy goes away. You have to generate more elemental particles to refill your energy and get your ultimate back up, your burst. Then it also reads, increases crit rate against enemies that are frozen or affected by cryo by 15%. Now, 2 Geo users in the party, Enduring Rock, increases resistance to interruption. So if you're playing as Lisa, for example, and you know Lisa has to be stagnant and stay still to charge her E ability, you'll be less likely to be interrupted when an enemy comes up and bops you in the chest, you know? So that's good. And then it also says when protected by a shield, increases attack damage by 15%. So if you have Noelle in the party, pop her E ability, switch over to a different character, boom. Increased attack damage by 15%. Not bad, right? Not bad. You're protected and you're doing more damage. And then if you have any 4 unique elements, so one of just different ones, 4 of different elements, you have all elemental resistance increased by 15%. And there you go. Also, to specify the elemental particle, you produce these elemental particles, I've noticed, by setting off an elemental reaction. So superconduct, for example, combining electric and ice, overload, electric and pyro, and electrocharge, electric and hydro. If you are making these elemental reactions go off, you'll be generating elemental orbs, as well as defeating enemies will give you orbs to to refill your burst, your ultimate. You can get your ultimate back. Those are what elemental particles are. Yeah, I hope that helped. I hope that helped. I hope that summarized anything. Why is Dendro on the grid but doesn't have a resonance? Dendro is still a work in progress. There's only one Dendro character that we've seen.